Towards, well, for the first time, it's going to be Rundle, then Nelson. Will everybody get it spotted? Out of Murray's they come then to complete the first lap here in the 30 minutes Equipe race. It is Christian Douglas that leads across the line from Nigel Winchester. Then in third place it is Holden, so he's made up that place back again. Muirhead, Wilmot, Cull, Ellis, Hayward, Smear complete your top 10. Then you'll find Nigel Merry. Of course, he was in Alpha before, he's not anymore, so keep an eye out for him. A move late on the brakes with somebody further back in the pack. That's going to be for 13th or 14th. Well done. In towards turn number 1 at Ritchie's. Leaders are already through the U-bend at Wilson, however. Then they'll accelerate, position themselves as well as they dare so they can carry the most speed possible through the left-hander of Palmer. And before you know it, Nigel Winchester, despite that optimal start, arguably a little bit too optimal with the creeping, he's under pressure now from the recovering Matt Holden. He is coming and coming and coming, and Holden is going to be close in towards the braking zone. Does he show a nose to the inside? He takes a look, pulls out from the slipstream, but isn't close enough to get the overlap and has to settle for third place as it stands. He can watch the leader streaking away out front as well, which he will not be too happy about the sight of. At Hamilton they go. Winchester still holding on to that advantage, although his car looks a little bit more reluctant to turn into all of these corners, both fast and slow, and as a result, Matt Holman is right there in the grey machine. Third place. He is lurking, and in through Williams they go, turning, get on the power. Who's quickest on it, and who has the most grunt in a straight line? It's Winchester out front in the burgundy open top car. Behind him, it is going to be Holman, who's coming through he goes, and he made that look simple in the straight line. Can he hold it on the brakes through Brundle? We saw earlier on today a couple cars fight back through the quick left-hander. They try and slow down for Nelson. Vulnerable to everybody behind, including the Jaguar E-Type, who storms past. 3 of them? No, just 2, because Rob Cull comes back on the brakes, although the Jag says no thank you very much and clings on around the outside. Fantastic driving from Rick Wilmot, who will now be all the way up into what's that 6th position as he tries to pick off the guys ahead of him. We told you that car would be quick, and indeed, once he got the power down, nobody had any resistance for the speed of that Jaguar E-Type. Leaders are already through Palmer. It is the 177 that still leads the way. Then you'll find Matt Holman, and then you'll find Nigel Winchester. 1 lap ago he was holding up 3rd place. Now he's in 3rd, holding up 4th place, and just about everybody that is behind. The Jaguar E-Type is in that very battle, lurking, getting ready to make further moves, move up further positions. He's had Rob Cullen amongst all of that now as well, of course, with that banzai move around the outside of Ritchie's, the quick right-hander to begin the lap. Question is, how much further up can he get? The next one on his hit list is that 61 Austin Healey of Doug Muirhead. They're at the right-hander of Augie's. Out of that one, get on the power. This is where the Austin Healey will have just a smidge of an advantage, that lightness helping out. It's not got so much power, which means you can put all of it on the road. Now we get to the Bentley straight. Watch the power of that Jaguar, all silver with the Ukrainian flag across the roof. Where's the speed? There's the speed, closing all the time. He's going to get there just about when they hit the brakes in towards Brundle Corner. How brave is Wilmot going to be? Closing all the time. long right-hander for him. He should have the advantage here. His car's lighter, a little bit more nimble, he'll be able to be later on the brakes ahead of these guys. There's a brilliant scrap performing as well. Rob Hull has moved up a couple of positions. I believe he could potentially be in amongst it as well. Across the leg then to confirm that spot behind the leader, still Douglas from then Nigel Winchester is ahead of not Muirhead anymore, but Wilmot, so fantastic from them. They are stalking each other, and it is then Rick Wilmot, so it's Claire Wilmot. The one leading is in the 81 car, that is the Austin Healey. You'll find it's a greenish type of machine, and then you've got Rick in the Jaguar type of flag. Absolutely brilliant racing from all of these guys. Number 78 MGB Roadster is applying pressure as well further back in the pack. That battle is occurring for 14th position. It is Russell Winks trying to get past Alexander and Parry Williams ahead, but of course they're fighting as if it's for the overall race lead. The leader himself in that exact position, he's already at Agostini trying to slow that car down. Here comes the Jaguar E-Type giving yet another attempt. This time it's parfit on parfit, the Civil War. Parfit on parfit? Wilmot on Wilmot. I'm not sure where I got parfit from there. Wilmot on Wilmot. They're closing in, and Muirhead just beginning to be dropped a little bit and actually falling into the clutches of Rob Cull. That was a fight that was happening before the E-Type got invited, and now it's happening once again, this time for 6th position between the red Austin Healey and the silver DVR. Just a moment for David Ferry. He is lapping last on the circuit, but he's also second in his class. That's in Libre 50s class 4, and it is a lovely car, the Triumph TR3 that he's piloting, so keep an eye out for that one, humming along the pit straight, absolutely. Very close behind, stalking the Austin Healey ahead of him, trying to get that position done. Nigel Winchester for a moment trying to fight back. He wasn't cars, but he was looking to the inside of the car. Behind. In fact, that's not him trying to fight back. That's him trying to get back up into second. So a second burst of pace here for Nigel Winchester, who sets the fastest lap of the race at 21.4. 10th of a second, quicker than the car ahead, up second quicker than the leader is Nigel Winchester. So he got off the line well, fell away in the opening couple of laps, and now he's coming straight back at them. It is pushing very, very hard. I'll tell you what, you can see it. It is pushing very, very on the limit, a little bit slippery, a little bit twitchy, but hey, it's a keep racing, that's what we're here for. It's exciting, it is incredible to watch, and both of these guys closing in on your leader, Christian Douglas, coming under a lot of red now. At one point, his gap was massive. Now he's beginning to come down bit by bit, corner by corner. Those cars there at Agostini, that tight left-hander. Then they flick it back out of there, get on the power, streak away up towards Hamilton, where's the battle of the brain. Go left, make sure you don't drop a wheel, as we've seen a couple cars do earlier on today, because that immediately results in a spin, and that top 3 is very much closing up, and they are bringing the 81 machine of Joseph Wilmot. That's not the E-Type. Joseph Wilmot is in his Austin Healey, and he's going straight with those second and third place cars up towards the leader. Last time around it was a 222.5 for the leader. All 3 of the drivers chasing him were in the 221s, and notably into them, so that gap is coming down considerably. Inside of Murray's, this time thinks better of it, doesn't quite get close enough to try and Winchester stays in third position once again. Look at the gap, last time around 1.4 with changed that time around. He did a 2:22.13, so he is no longer going for that group. In fact, he's behind. Fastest lap of the race that time around, 2:20.6. Nigel Winchester, just to add further evidence to the fact that he is coming, and he is coming quickly. Make sure you carry the speed, you don't lose anything to friction by going sideways. Nigel Winchester looks a little bit further away than he would like to be, so maybe his mistake quite something up with Wilson. Now they break the Agostini hairpin. Left they go through, that will get into power. It's equidistant now between the top three. They are very evenly spaced, which is alarming for Nigel Winchester, who is beginning the lap. Half a second away, that will for a second now, as places 1 and 2 get ever closer together. Setting up the exit onto the Bentley straight then, through Williams they are, onto the power rope and up to the earth. That's the best traction. These two should be very, very evenly matched at the front of the field. Indeed they are, so they are close together. Nigel Winchester loses out a little bit, but it's in this quick stuff where he seems to have the advantage at the end of the lap, so he'll set it up, break through Nelson. Right there, from an entrance to Murray's where Nigel went hot all the way through there. As a result, wide power exit Nelson and indeed all the way until you begin to balance the car at Coram. Across the line, completing lap number 6 then, Christian Douglas. How does he respond to the fact that Nick now? He does the fastest lap of the race so far. Yeah, behind him by 2 tenths of a second. Indeed, now Winchester must have made a big mistake on that last lap because he's now 2 seconds adrift of in second and 3.3 seconds adrift off the race leader, where previously he was getting closer and closer every single lap. Cars are entering Murray's. They are all together. It involves the massive Mustang as they get on the power. It's all very, very slow back there. They will be trying to get themselves involved. One machine that's making progress. He's trying to get up, and he does make up one further position. That's Richards, I believe, now into 14th past Mason. He was just marginally behind at the timing line, but he got that one done into turn number 1. A quick rundown of your class leaders then. Libre is being led by Douglas, of course, with various classes within that being further down the order. The 363, that's led by Nigel Winchester, who's of course in the hunt for the overall victory as well. And the 50s cars being led by Bernberg down in 11th. Now Robbie starts straight into third. He's made it away over the last couple of laps as he's lapping pretty similarly to the cars around him, so he's not made a mistake and dropped back for next to no reason. That once again this time because Matt Holben is coming, and indeed, although a personal best for Christian Douglas, first man into the 219s is Matt Holben. The guy in second place is closing in pretty quickly to that previous lap. They are ready, and the U-bend of Wilson picking on the brakes. He's taken a lot of time out in the mid corner. His minimum speed looked very pretty high there. His exit and his entry pretty similar, but he was able to carry all of that right the turn. Right that central area of the corner. And ever this race, he'll be closer on the brakes as well towards Agostini. He's very late, he's very confident. He wants to try and get past. Of course, these guys are now getting into lapped traffic. In lower classes, they both managed to clear on and Agostini. So nice for them, they keep the gaps together, and it's still a marginal advantage for that. There's still a brilliant fight happening further down as well. It's for 14th overall in this race between the 51 of Tucker and the 139 machine of Sandler. They were so they're having a down the Bentley straight, leaders go then. Once again, Matt Holben to get closer and closer. Are they setting very quick lap times? No, they're not, because they were both about a second off what they want to be doing that time around as a result of that lap traffic. Jack Wilmot. Fastest lap of anybody on circuit, actually, with the exception of Bernberg down in 11th. So in the hunt for third overall. Nigel Winchester beginning to struggle on tyres will help him with that too, as once again Nigel is Christian Douglas is losing the front end. He's beginning to understeer. Speed. He's able to brake a little bit later, keep the speed in the mid corner, and then of course he's on the power earlier because he's gotten the car rotated despite carrying more speed earlier on in that process. And it is Hobble as well as Sherry, so they are together further back. Sherry fighting 27th all in this race. Time clears a little bit of traffic once again in his quest to get ever closer to